Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the movie Hangout, and let's talk about Jake Gyllenhaal being natty or not. Everybody likes to speculate, is this dude natty or not? Is she natty or not? Basically what it means is, if you're not familiar with it, is this person natural, or are they, on the juice? Are they using roids? Are they taking performance enhancing substances? We're gonna take a look at Jake Gyllenhaal's physique. He just shot a scene for the movie, a remake of the movie Roadhouse. Yes, I actually said that. They're gonna remake the movie, the Patrick Swayze perfect 80s movie Roadhouse. I'm not gonna get into what I think about that movie, if it's gonna be any good. We're just gonna take a look at Jake's physique. I'm gonna give you my opinion on it. Before we take a look at some of the footage of the filming, if you're going over, hit subscribe, click notification bell, comment, and like this video. I want to know what your opinion is on Jake Gyllenhaal's physique and if he's natty or not. Okay, so I followed Jake's career for quite a while. He's always been in pretty decent shape. He's kind of I would say a smaller guy. Now he is 6 feet tall, so he's like slightly above average. I think the average height in America is about 5'10". He's not like a super tall guy or anything, but he's a little bit above average. But he's always kind of been a smaller, just kind of boned guy. He's never, been like real beefy or anything. He does have the ability, though, to get pretty cut up. And if you have seen, I think it was The Prince of Persia and some of his other films, Jarhead, he can get in pretty good shape. So here I'm at the New York Post, and Jake Gyllenhaal over the weekend filmed a scene over at UFC 285. So in between matches, while the crowd was still there, while Dana White was still there, Jake Gyllenhaal basically did like a fake, he did a scene where he pretended to like do a weigh-in, and then he shot some scenes in the cage there. This happens a lot in movies. They'll do it like at a boxing match, MMA. They'll do it even at sports games sometimes. But so here's Jake, and he's approaching the cage. Let's get a good look here. So if you see his physique, I mean, I gotta admit, like the guy, he looks pretty good. His muscles aren't like super full, he's more on the leaner side, which is what a UFC fighter is. A UFC fighter is not, a fitness athlete. They're not, a bodybuilder. Their physique has to function in a way they're able to be fast, be powerful, and not to get worn out. And so he looks pretty good right here. His midsection, you can see the abs, good pectoral development, shoulders. I'm gonna play the clip here with the sound off. We can take a look at him. All right, so we got, getting ready to go in the ring. It's like he's got a fake tattoo on his left forearm. Checking for his mouthpiece. Checking his wraps. You see the cameras around him. He's walking in. I mean, obviously he's like a little more top heavy. Doesn't have big legs at all. You'd be surprised. Like a lot of actors that you think are like jacked, that are really, really, beefed up. If you were to actually be on set and look at them, they almost spent all the time just working from the waist up, because that's what's going to be on camera. They don't really do like heavy squats or anything, or lunges or calf raises. But, I mean, he looks decent. Jumping around the cage there, doing his thing. Let's see. There's some other angles here too. Here he's gonna be filming some sparring right here. I mean, he looks like an MMA fighter, I have to say. Like, I believe, when I look at him, I'm like, okay, I believe this is an MMA fighter. I don't see any like spray-on tattoos or anything crazy like that. I mean, all he's doing is wearing fighting trunks. You can't really hide anything. Well, he's got his hands up, looks like he, spent some time actually preparing for it. So here's a really good shot. I mean, you can see like the vascularity, you can see the muscle separation there. Now keep in mind, Jake Gyllenhaal, let's see what his age is. 6 feet tall. He is 42 years old, okay? Wow, good knee to the face right there. Okay. All right, so looking at his physique, here are my thoughts. He obviously spent a lot of time dialed in to his diet. You know, he probably had somebody making his meals for him. He had a nutritionist for sure, because you really see, you know, you can see the ab separation there. You can see his obliques, and you can also see, you know, his deltoids, kind of that round shape on his shoulders there. That's a lot harder to get than what people think. He's got good pectoral development, traps. That is difficult to do. It's difficult to build muscle like that, even though he's not huge. It's difficult to build muscle like that and to be as lean as what Jake is right now. Now, like I said earlier, he does have a natural kind of inclination to being lean. He's not like a really big, bulky guy. He's more of what you would say is an ectomorph. It's a person who they'd be called like a hard gainer. A person has a really difficult time putting on muscle mass. They have a really easy time getting shredded. They can have like an 8-pack if they want to. Somebody who can bulk up easily, you know, they just pick up a fork basically and do, you know, some dumbbell curls and then they get huge, but they're beefier. That'd be an endomorph. That'd be somebody who is like a lineman in football. The ideal is a mesomorph. It's a person in between. It'd be like a baseball player. It's a person who's got wide shoulders, thin waist. They spend half their time lifting weights, the other half they do cardio. That's like the ideal. A lot of pro bodybuilders and fitness people, they are like a mesomorph. I would say I don't want to like call anybody out as like not being natty, but I would say, so Jake is 42 years old. He's not like old, but it is going to be more of a challenge for him to put on muscle mass and to get that lean than what it would have been at maybe 30 years old or 28 years old. Again, I don't have the ability to look into his gym bag and see if anything is in there. I don't have the ability to look in his locker. I don't know anybody firsthand who is like his personal trainer or nutritionist, but I would say that more than likely, if Jake Gyllenhaal knows he's going to be on the big screen and is going to be all he's going to be wearing is fighting trunks where you can't hide anything. You can't really even spray on muscles or no camera tricks. These are long shots, you know, wide shots. I would say probably at minimum, at his age, he's probably on TRT potentially. Again, I don't 100% know that. And that's testosterone replacement therapy or HRT, hormone replacement therapy. A lot of people are. And again, like just because you are, that doesn't mean you're like abusing anything. But it would help someone. It would help a man be able to retain muscle mass, which he clearly has, and to also burn body fat, which he clearly has. And you know, whether he is or he isn't, we'll have to just wait and see what he says. He's not going to say anything, of course. Why would he? But maybe somebody around him accidentally spills the beans or something. I don't know. But I will say this. He's got a good physique. I think he looks believable as an MMA fighter. Now, whether or not he has any athletic ability or skill, that is yet to be seen. We will see. But let me know what you think. Do you think that Jake Gyllenhaal is on something? He's on TRT, HRT, or he's just like, you know what? He just good old-fashioned hard work, and he just can naturally look how he looks, and he's totally natty. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you want to get future rants, reviews, or original content, click subscribe. Later.